very excited for your answer for this one. We have a
Okay.
segment on the radio show called Wednesday Wisdom. It is brought to us by our boy Brandon Gibbs at Build Your Greatness. And he has a new quote or saying he says every single week that kind of keeps him going through the week, keeps us going through the week, and gives you that extra motivation when you're feeling a little low. So is there anything that you either tell other people or tell yourself that keeps you going through the week?
Um, yeah, the first one that comes to mind would be slow down if you need to, but don't stop. So I use that a lot for I run a lot. So and that's been my you're using different words. My parallelogram moment. That's what I really that's been my therapy throughout this parallelogram period. And I definitely use that because I sometimes really need to push myself because I used to hate running. But I admired runners and I liked that whole lifestyle thing. And I was always wishing I could be one of them. And then sometimes I just want to stop because I'm tired. I work a lot. And so, but I say slow down if you need to, but don't ever stop. And I think that that goes the same for any work that you do, especially when it comes to any job where you really have to advocate, where you have to push forward and strive, because if you don't do it, who else is going to? Sometimes no one else will if you stop. So just slow down if you need to, but don't ever stop. Take some time for yourself as well, because I think that's really, really important.
That definitely was one that hit me. Slow down if you need to, but don't stop. When I used to run cross country, that was something I kept in mind. I always felt like I didn't have the stamina, but I'm like, just don't walk. If you don't
Yeah,
walk, you'll do all
exactly.
right.
Yeah,
And
like just don't walk. Don't like just completely stop and just stand there. But no, just keep moving.
keep
Just keep moving.
keep moving. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I love that. And you talking about, you doing a lot of running during this pan pizza. And it's like running is something that's been big for me as well. So you saying that just hit me right there. And especially talking about slow down if you need to, in the
Mhm.
rest of your life as well. Because I think that, for some people, they've had a lot of more of a break than they've usually had in terms of working from home. But for a lot of us, it's been just a different version of busy, working.
Sometimes I feel like it's busier because, you're typically I don't know, I found that in my work I would need to get together a lot, in meetings to discuss partnerships or things like that. And so you would go to a cafe and chat or go for lunch or, meet up somewhere. And that takes time to get there, to meet, to leave and go somewhere else. But instead now it's one meeting right after the other. And it's just like sometimes there's no breaks whatsoever just because we book wherever we fill that up, or at least I'm that type of person where yeah, if I see a spot that's open, I'm like, what can I fill that with? Instead of, oh, maybe I'll just take a nap. And sometimes I should do that.
Now that's super important. That's why I thought that was as a very special gem because I'm like that as well, and that's something I've gotten from my mother. My mother, she runs two businesses. She's always been just a go getter. Like anytime you see her, and I'm like, you need to sleep. Like if you don't sleep, this is not gonna last as long as you want it to. And
It's true.
it is like kind of an inherent thing that you see your free time. Okay, what can I put in there? Oh, I got 20 minutes. Let me go research this. Let me do this. So if you always do that reminder, slow down if you need to. So I love that one for Wednesday Wisdom. It really